EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Tighten up. 66.
They'll toss this out right for Conner. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You don't want to know one another. Jack 16. Watch.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards that time. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed.
Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll hand it off now to Samuels, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Yes. Bravo.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Coming.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Mike 55. You remember me? You remember me?
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. There you go. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, exit.
Here's Minshew. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Check defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Down. 90, Wolf.
It's been a long day for you. Check 99. Check 99.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
55 is Mike, guys. 55. Oh, yeah.
Hey, echo.
Here we go again. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. You go take. You got take. You got take.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
You're out.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LaVisca Chenault, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Steelers nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A 4-yard pickup.
First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down,
But
Pittsburgh.
they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It's a pickup of 3.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On second down, it's Jones. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That'll be caught by Cup. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete.
Minshew's pass.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he returns this to the 22.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
35-yard line.
18 Gator.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
80 weapons.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
On the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 27, Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun again to Connor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Trying to get the first with Samuels. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the 3rd-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And there to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Down, 30 base. X3, 218, chopper.
Strip that ball. Hatchet, hatchet.
Now Minshew. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Minshew and Chark on the hook up there. 1st down, Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Connection made with Chenault. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Switch gears.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Mickens to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Check, 47. I don't think you got it, sir.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
Black 20. Check, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Jags grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 14. Steelers.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st first and 10. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A give to Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second and a couple, Roethlisberger, and his pass incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
On the tackle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 17. Jaguars 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
61, matchbox lights.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is. And let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What, the football?
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
At the 30-yard line.
Second and 9.
47 is the mark. Blue down, blue down.
Hey, alert.
Check mark 47, check mark 47. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Roethlisberger to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
2nd down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains.
Down, Pittsburgh.
Mike 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games. And now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.